The time is now 5:52 on this Tuesday morning, and here's what you need to know before you go.
Yeah, there are several Wisconsin school districts in our region with referendums on the ballot today, and that includes Ashland. The referendum, which failed by 89 votes back in November, would increase funding by up to $2 million a year for the next 5 years. Superintendent Rob Prater says if it fails, they'll have to cut about 15 staff members next year, and they'd continue to cut staff as needed each year after that. 90% of Wisconsin schools have already passed a referendum, leaving Ashland behind. If approved, Ashland voters would pay about $3.80 more on their property taxes per month over the next 5 years. District leaders said they revamped their communication strategy and anticipate better turnout this time around.
Bayfield voters will also decide today if they want to raise their taxes to support the school district. The Bayfield School District has proposed a $7.7 million facilities improvement project. They hope to address safety, accessibility, and infrastructure needs. The Bayfield School doesn't currently have a fire sprinkler system, so among other projects, this money would help add one and replace the leaky roof. The LaPointe School has hazardous materials and finishes that also need to be removed, along with other HVAC and classroom upgrades. If approved today, someone who owns a $200,000 home would pay $11.50 more on their property taxes each month for the next 20 years. And we'll also be watching a few big races in Superior. 2 contested city council seats are one on the ballot. The 2nd and 6th districts on the ballot is also a school board race. We'll have results once the polls close at 8 tonight.
And if you want to cut the longer security lines at the airports, DLH has an event that could get you to your gate faster. Today, the Duluth International Airport is hosting a TSA pre-check enrollment event. To apply, you'll need to bring identification and citizenship documents. Fingerprints and a photo of applicants will also be taken. The application is about $77, and if approved, travelers get a 5-year membership. Enrollment will take place on DLH's 2nd floor from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. today through Friday. You can sign up for the event in person or online.
Several Northland lawmakers plan to introduce a bill this week to help the nearly 600 Iron Range miners facing layoffs. Representatives Kyle Warwis and Spencer Igo, among others, are pushing the Minnesota Miners Relief Act. If approved, it would provide a 26-week unemployment insurance extension to the workers at the Hibtac in Minorca mines. Earlier this month, Cleveland Cliffs announced its plans to idle those mines later this spring amid a drop in demand for steel. The bill is set to have its first hearing on Wednesday.
Essentia Health is planning a $13 million expansion of their Virginia Clinic's emergency department. The expansion would include 5 new exam rooms, 4 of which will be specifically for behavioral health patients. It will also include new technology and enhanced security. Funds for the project not only come from Essentia Health and Essentia's regional foundation, but from the IRRR and other donors. Essentia Health Virginia leaders say increasing capacity and introducing a dedicated behavioral health suite will help everyone receive timely and specialized care. That expansion project is set to begin later this year. And we now know the name of the skier who died at Giants Ridge by Waback on Saturday. According to Gilbert police, they responded to reports that 21-year-old Christian Huffnagel of International Falls was injured while skiing. Ski patrol staff removed the skier from the hill and took him to the hospital, where he later died. An investigation is ongoing.